Okay, this is chapter 2. I've had to record this 2 times already because I keep adding in my opinion and then realizing, wait, I don't want my opinion in there. I'm in the garage because my family is sleeping and they will be confused as to why I'm yelling a bad story very loudly or something. Okay. Dally sat in the common room or Ravenpaw sketching a picture of Hiei and thinking of his kiss. Suddenly, Say looks up at the fire in front of her, and her face appeared. The fire turned blue like water, and it was fire, and the eyes wee yellow. "Hello," said the fire. "Mom?" asked Dally. Just then Mystique came out of the fire. She was naked, but she didn't have nipples. "Now that you are a wizard, I can give you my powers," said Mystique. She handed me an orb, and suddenly the room turned colors. "Ah!" screamed Della. She was in a lot of pain and suffrage. Just then Mystique disappeared, leaving Dally with a belt with an X on it. She was now a mutant. Dally could feel a new rush hour of power in her organs. She tried it out and turned into a bat. "Well, I could already do that because I'm a vampire, lol," she thought to herself. So then she tried it out again and turned into a demon chaos chow. I'm guessing that's correct. Anyway, a little spiky ball was above her head. "Oh my fucking Christ," she said. "I can turn into whatever I want with Mystique's powers." She pulled out her blackberry and texted Hiei. "Hiei, I'm a chow." He came right over. She turned back, though, because it would be creepy if they kissed. He said it was really cool. He wanted the powers, too, so he asked the fire, "Can you give me some of those powers, too?" "No," Mystique showered. "You are not my daughter, therefore I cannot pass the powers on to you. However, if you get married, you will be my son, so we can do it then." "You know what this means?" he said. "If we get married, I can have the powers." But suddenly Dally began to think of other guys in her life. There was Edward. He had Bella, but he said something about out liking her on the trolley. And there was Shadow, who looked at her like, "I like you." She loved Hiei, but she liked the others. "I don't think so. I have cold toes," said Dally, and she ran away crying. "No, you can't leave me here at the altar," shouted Hiei in upset. "Ha ha ha ha," laughed Mystique. "You will never fucking get to powers." And she disappeared, and so did Hiei, because he's not supposed to be in Ravenclaw's dorm room. Well, what the fuck was he thinking? Dally wept quietly to herself, and all of a sudden, a blonde walked out of his class and approached her. "What's wrong, Dally?" he asked. "Who are you?" I asked. "Oh, my name is Draco Malfoy," he said. "Are you okay?" Dally looked into Drake's eyes and saw that he cared. He was full of compassion, like a snake. The boy held out a hand and pulled Dally up. "Do you want me to walk you to your class?" he asked. "I would love that," Dally said, battering her ashes. They began to walk down the hall together, and when a blast came out before Hatem, it was Edward. "Dally!" he shouted. "What are you doing with all these boys?" Edward, it's really none of your business now. Let us go to the Great Hall," she sniffed. "It is dangerous!" He began to raise his voice. Just then Draco pulled out his wand, and him and the vampire got in a big fight. But Dumbledore came and broke it up. "That's it!" he shouted. "You boys will come have a talk with me in my office." And they left. So Dally had to go to the Great Hall by herself. But then Shadow came and joined her. "What is a pretty girl like you doing all by yourself in the Great Depression all alone?" he asked her. "Well, Hiei is being an asshole," she said and cried again. Shadow put his ball on her leg and massaged her caressing. "It's okay," he said. "It's okay." Meanwhile, Hiei was updates punishing walls angrily. "Why did I hurt her?" he asked himself, and then he thought of the soluble. "I will win her back," he said. Meanwhile, Edward and Draco were upstairs in Dumbledore's house. They were sitting on his bed because he said they were out of cars. "What do you think your punishment should be?" Dumbledore asked, pacing around. He was wearing a black t-shirt and ripped Hollister jeans that showed off his muscles. Edward gurred. His senses were tingling that something was not wrong. Suddenly, Dumbledore put his hands on both of their legs and said, "I can think of something." "Oh my God, you faggot!" Draco screamed. He tried to run, but he could not. Not nearly as error-free as the previous attempt, but I have no excuses. The story itself is my excuse. Awesome.